this question really takes us back to some basic science. We have a very young girl, 8 months old, who has irritability and regression of motor skills. So when you read this, you typically think of some sort of congenital defect. Now, the patient's birth was unremarkable, development seemed normal, but now she's not hitting some of her milestones. She's no longer able to sit or roll over. All right. Her parents have noticed that she startles easily at loud noises. All right. So some developmental issues that we're seeing. Head circumference is large. It's macrocephaly. Bilateral fundoscopic evaluation shows a bright red fovea centralis. All right. And then it has a contrasting white macula. So to me, that reads as cherry red macular spot. That's the buzzword that I interpreted out of that phrase. Peripheral vision is decreased, sure, some sort of vision defects. Abdominal exam is normal. So now that's really the key here. Abdominal exam is normal. And the reason why I think that one's important is because when they told me that there's a cherry red macula, there's two congenital disorders that present with cherry red macula, and that is going to be Tay-Sachs disease and Niemann-Pick disease. Now, the way to differentiate those two is a large liver, hepatomegaly. Now, if the patient had hepatomegaly, especially in a very, very young baby who has pretty much no fat, I would be able to assess that on an abdominal exam. The right upper quadrant would have a protruding liver, but here the abdominal exam is normal. And so to me, this no longer follows, is no longer consistent with Niemann-Pick disease. It's more consistent with Tay-Sachs disease. So now you go back and you have to think, well, what is Tay-Sachs disease? What is the enzyme deficiency? What are the different molecules that are being not produced, that are being built up from? So if you really go back and think about it, GM2 ganglioside gets produced into GM3 ganglioside by beta hexosaminidase A. And now Tay-Sachs disease has a deficiency of this particular enzyme. And so you're going to get a buildup of GM2 ganglioside. So this one, you really have to know your sphingolipidoses and really have those enzymes and those precursors memorized.